Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with my good friend from England, Mark Olroyd, from Suddenly Comics. And we are going to be talking about the hottest not golden, Silver Age books of the week. And it should be a fun show. I created an interesting list. I have one that Mark every week. Why does he beg me? He's like, please, you got to include this one book. You got to include this one book. I'm like, Mark, come on. They've seen it so many times.
I know.
But I had to include this one book for Mark, but the rest of the list should be pretty surprising. So,
Yeah. Right. Okay. If you're a regular viewer, you will know the book that I'm expecting to see. Okay. What
mm,
the hell am I doing? Share. Where's the share thing gone? There it is. Share screen. Uh, Here we go. That's not it. That's it. First up.
uh, oh, you have a movie that I just realized, but okay.
A bit of a giveaway there to the next show.
Yeah. Okay, but you made me think of something.
Oh,
So, okay, this one's a Archie, Archie book. I
yeah.
don't think we've ever had an Archie on the list.
I think we did have an innuendo comic once.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, we have. But this is an interesting one. This is just a cute gag.
Yeah.
One where he's like, "Hey, Veronica, wait until you see the silly looking suit Betty's wearing." It's like and it's the same suit. Um,
Yeah.
this is a great gag.
I
Cover.
nearly bid on this. I did bid on a few comics this week, and
It's a cute one.
it
It
is a
is really cute.
yeah. But it wasn't an innuendo one, so I thought no.
Yeah, it's a swimsuit one, which is
Yeah,
good too.
yeah,
I might pick this one up later because I actually really like it. Um, so this is Archie 95 for 84 bucks.
yeah,
So when it's in that kind of price range, it is a lower grade, but
yeah,
when it's 84 bucks, that's almost the cost of slabbing. It's a little bit more, it's kind of in that
yeah.
range,
I
right?
mean, so whoever bid on this will have bid about 40, $50, and the rest of it's buyer's premium.
Yes.
This is effectively somebody, you have to include buyer's premium, but effectively somebody bid $50 to win this.
Yeah. Yeah. And to win it for the cost of the slab, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's not a key or anything like that. It's just a cute Archie book.
yeah,
Um, for people that are trying to get into collecting Archie, these swimsuit covers usually have a little bit more value
yeah.
just because people like, when Betty or Veronica is a bit sexier. So yeah, it's it is a thing.
Well,
Um,
how do you know it's not people who are turned on by Archie in his swim trunks?
I know actually, maybe I never understood his appeal in terms of looks, but he's got two women, so maybe he's got like a horde of fans out there that just,
Like,
oh, it's another topless Archie cover.
right. Okay. So I can't imagine there's many of these ever sold. Oh, it's gone down in price, Alan. Now was the
Oh
time to get
wow.
it.
So this
So
is the
the
time to pick
last
it up.
sale was last year, a year ago, for 154, and now it's sold for 84.
Wow. So yeah, so somebody got a steal on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I have to tell you, now is the time to be buying comics. So
Yeah.
I am regularly going in this at the moment because I've got some credit at Heritage and I'm going in and putting low ball bids on comics.
And seeing if you pick up a few.
I'm waiting to see what happens in the morning, and I got a bunch this week.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, I got some really nice stuff for about bid $30 and it won, and so I got some really nice stuff, but including Bryce Premium for this sort of price, even lower actually.
So I lost on every single bid. I placed 20 bids
Oh
in the
wow,
last, and I lost every single one.
you must have
And
been
I didn't put bids either. I put like, FMV kind of bids, slightly below FMV maybe. But
okay.
I
Yeah.
have no luck. No luck at all. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well,
So
got some nice stuff. Right.
so
Okay.
wait, what's the census count on this?
The
It's like so
census
it's down,
will be about
down quite a lot.
10.
10. Wow. I think it's just one of those ones that
But I
it
mean,
doesn't have a
it's
census.
not, if I had an Archie 4.5, I would not be sending it in to get it graded.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the big thing on this one. But it is a cute cover. I'll have to look for one.
Yeah, I think you'll
If I
find.
can get a deal like that, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What have we got next? Oh, well, right. I saw this as well. I was already nearly bid on this. I thought,
I thought this was a nice romance cover.
and it's also by one of your, it's quite a decent artist, isn't it? What's his name?
Doesn't say who the artist is.
Yeah, but it was. It's one of the
It's
it,
not Baker.
it, it is. I think it might be. It was definitely one of the known. It was one of the artists I know you've talked to me about.
Okay, so this is Bride Romance's number 10. Is it?
Yeah.
I can't see the number.
Actually, it
I
might
forgot what
say
number it
it
was.
in the blurb.
Yeah, let's see.
There were actually two by the same artist.
23. Bride Romance is 23.
Matt Baker.
It is Matt Baker.
Yeah.
So CGC doesn't denote it. I think it's probably Matt Baker interior art.
Matt Baker cover and art.
Oh, okay, wow. So that's interesting. It's weird that CGC doesn't denote that.
Yeah.
So I can tell you already, this is probably a steal.
Yeah.
Just because Matt Baker prices have been going
Yeah.
crazy.
There were two.
And
There were two of these. There were two Matt Baker romance covers in the Heritage of.
I know that he did do Bride's Romance as well. Obviously he did. But he really didn't do like in the Silver Age, he died soon into the Silver Age.
Okay.
So there's not that many. So wow. So this
Another
is a
really nice cover. I was very tempted
yeah.
to bid for these.
Yeah, when I saw this, I didn't realize it was Matt Baker though. It looks like his style, but I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize this was his cover because it doesn't say. That's why, but it does say in the listing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm lazy about reading the listings.
You do
Okay.
you do need to look at these romance ones that occur at Heritage because I picked up. I think I showed it to you. I picked up a Jack Kirby file copy 9.0 for $70.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So generally, just so people know, the way I kind of price these out, and it's they're usually fairly low census counts,
Yeah,
and
they
in the
are
Silver
pretty
Age
low.
especially.
Yeah, very.
And I usually price them out if it's a Matt Baker cover about $100 per point. Is kind of my ballpark because like some you just won't see for many years. So that's kind of what I've been seeing them go for. And if it's Golden Age, it goes for obviously more than that. But
Yeah.
the Silver Age ones around that $100
So
per
this went
point.
for 252. I suspect that probably be a good price because people just don't collect these.
You'd be surprised.
Well,
See,
they
it's down.
it's down, yeah.
And
Yeah.
what was the peak?
320 last year.
Yeah. So as I said, around $100 a point would probably be what you would
That
expect.
was a good price then. I should probably have had a bash at this.
Yeah. It's one that you wouldn't have expected, right?
Yeah.
I think because the slab doesn't say Matt Baker, that would probably, people made the same mistake that I did.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not a Matt Baker.
Yeah.
Because like typical, like if it's a non-Matt Baker romance cover, it's more like 10 to $20 a point. It's like just like very, very low value. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, so interesting one.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
what's the census count? Wait,
sorry.
quickly, just
Yeah.
I always like to know the
It's going
census
to be
count.
minute. 7.
7.
Highest
Wow.
highest grade is a 7. Oh no,
Wow.
highest grade is a 7. Or
Wow.
highest grade is a 6.5 actually.
Wow. Really low. So, I mean, these romance books usually are kind of beat up. Like girls didn't really treat their comics very well. They're not like the boys that collected them, right? So yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not very often that we see Matt Baker on the Silver Age list. So
No,
this is, something new for anyone that watches the Silver
yeah, there were
Age
two
list.
of them as well. There was another Matt Baker romance one as well. Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. Here we go. Action Comics. I didn't see this one.
This is a cool one too. So this is Action Comics 50 something or what it's or sorry, 2 something.
So this is the first Bizarro Lois Lane, isn't it?
First Bizarro, yeah, Lois Lane, yeah.
Is it something about the death of Bizarro as well? Yeah,
A
first Bizarro.
255, yeah. I knew it was like something 50.
Yeah.
Um so can you read that? I can't see
It
that.
says
It's too
first
small for me.
Bizarro Lois Lane, Tommy Tomorrow appearance in Supergirl story.
Okay.
Yeah, nice cover.
Yeah, it's a good one. I I like the fact that there's both Lois Lanes there. I always like when Bizarro appears with his counterpart, like,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah.
So seven, this looks cheap. 7.5 for 264. Mind you, it is DC.
Yeah, it is DC.
Oh,
This
sorry.
seemed like a bit of a steal to me too.
Which one?
This what?
Came forth
I came fourth.
with Gavin.
Oh, sorry, we just had a big. Sorry, I'll have to edit this out. With these
That's where I'm going.
the big horse race, the big horse race of the year called the Grand National's just been run,
Okay.
and my wife backed the winner.
Oh, wow. So you guys now able to retire?
Yeah, she had £5 each way at 13 to 2, so she's probably made about 80 quid.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Congrats.
But my one of my horses came fourth, and that was more like 40 to 1. So I might have made more by coming fourth than she did by coming first. But anyway,
Oh, is that how it works? You can actually
it's on
win coming fourth?
yeah, we place the bets on what's called each way. So if it comes first, you get the full odds. If it comes anywhere 1 to 6, you get a
Mhm.
quarter, you get a fifth of the odds. So at 40 to 1, a fifth of the odds is 8 to 1. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
That's actually a pretty good system then, because then you just need your horse to kind of come near the top, not even in the
yeah,
number one spot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's very cool. So you did well.
Yeah, well, Claire did. She won. It was she did back the favorite though, so yeah.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good, but then the odds aren't that good.
No, so she only got 6.5 to 1, whereas I had 40 to 1. But
Hmm.
that's not bad. She's won it. She's won. Right.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry. Back to that's this. Yeah, so really good. So how did this do? Oh,
Yeah, I told you I thought it was down. It seems like a good price. This
yeah.
book, but if you look at the trend line, it's like the worst trend line ever. It's like it's all over the place.
Well, it's almost back to the price it was in 2017.
Yeah, and the price that it was in 2017 was down from the previous year.
Yeah, from the price in 2016. Yeah, so it's cheaper now than it was in 2016. I mean, I have to say, the it really is a buyer's market at the moment. You can get some absolute cracking deals on Heritage just by there's some comics that I would never, I've picked some stuff up at $30 that's just ridiculous.
Hmm. I mean, so far all these books that we've been looking at are all non-keys. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, this is a key, but it's not like one that,
and
people
this is
are,
where
oh, I gotta get this one.
yeah, but this is where you're going to get the bargains. You need this is
Hmm.
that was a bargain basically, wasn't it? I mean, it's not a key. I mean, it's a minor key, isn't it? First appearance,
Minor key, minor key.
right?
I like this book. I always liked this book. I always thought it was a cool cover.
Yeah, I quite
I
like.
just like the two Loises there, and I don't know, something about it I've always liked. I have it, but mine's a raw copy.
Yeah,
Um,
a nice,
okay,
great
what's the census on it?
seven
It
point
can't be
five.
that high.
7.5. I bet there's not many higher. 133.
Wow, really low census count.
Really low census count. Let's have a look at the overview. But yeah, so that was the 7.
9.4 is the highest. Wow,
Yeah, and look at the population here in these. It's low.
really low.
Yeah, somebody got a deal there, I think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Right. Next up. this is nice. This is Daredevil 15 Bowling Green Pedigree. Never heard of
Yeah, never heard of that pedigree.
it.
And
That.
and
Yes.
I just thought, wow, it's a pedigree book. And you don't really see that many pedigrees in the Silver Age, right?
Right, here we go. Bowling Green. Never heard of it. Death of
I'm
the
not sure if it's the first appearance of Ox, but
well,
I think it is
it says here Death of the Ox.
Death of the Ox. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Stanley Story, John Romita and Frank Giacomo cover and art.
So yeah, so it's an interesting one. So 408. So I'm going to guess like I'm curious how much is a Silver Age pedigree worth. So typically there's the blue label versus the pedigree in terms of value, and usually you get 2x on the pedigrees.
Well, let's have a look. 408.
So
Two
408.
It's down. No, it's actually lower. It's actually lower than the last sale. Was 923 in December, and that wasn't a pedigree.
Yeah. So that means that this is way down. Because
Yes.
as I said, you usually get about 2x on the pedigrees, if it's a known pedigree, I should say.
Yeah, it hasn't.
But it looks like that one that sold for 900 is an outlier.
Yes.
It's way off
So it
the
sold for the same price as this one before, in August, and it's a pedigree, whereas that one wasn't.
yeah. So this one is kind of on the trend line in terms of this book.
Yeah, yeah. But as you said, you'd have
Um,
expected it to have gone for more because it's a pedigree.
yeah, I would have. Um, Usually, like as I said, like 2x is usually people like collecting the pedigrees, right?
Yeah.
Um, Very interesting. So, and I imagine the census count on this is fairly low.
Oh
It's
yes.
not it's not one that people go out and
I'm
get
going
graded.
6 to 700. I haven't looked. Six, seven
I'm
hundred.
going to guess 300, 400.
Well, we're in between. 521.
Yeah. I just wouldn't have imagined that many of these being graded. Now, is this Wally Wood that did the cover? Because I know he did a lot of these early
No, this is Ramita.
Romita. Oh, interesting. He did a lot of the early Daredevils. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, no,
Oh, very.
Stan, that's right. Stan had him on, Stan nicked him, didn't he? And he put him on Daredevil to try to,
Mhm.
before, because he knew that, what's his name, Ditko, was getting, he was having problems with Ditko. Um,
Mhm.
he wanted a replacement for Ditko on Spider-Man. So he put Ramita here on Daredevil first, and then when Ditko left, he moved Ramita across from Daredevil across to Spider-Man.
Oh, very cool. A little bit of extra history there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are my five, I believe, right?
Uh,
Or do we have one more?
we've got one more.
One more. Cool.
Yeah. Here it is. It's a lovely,
Ah, this one, yeah. I'm just a bit partial to this one. I always thought this was a
it's a
great
great
cover.
cover. Look at this. That's a cracker cover. Is it? It must be Nick Cardy, surely. Look
I
at
don't think it's Nick Cardy. I'm not sure because
it's
he did
not-
the earlier.
it is Nick Cardy. Yeah.
It is Nick Cardy. Okay, cool. I know he did like a lot of the earlier.
He does a lot of these Aquaman. There's
Yeah, yeah.
a whole run of Aquaman. I'm not a big fan of Aquaman, but I am a big fan of Nick Cardy.
And I believe it's the first appearance of Aqua Girl.
It is the first appearance of Aquagirl.
Yeah, the girl.
Great cover.
Yeah,
Just look at that. Look at the strength of the colors on this.
I know. Really nice. I have kind of a lower grade copy of this, not a 9.4.
And we've got the checkerboard logo, so it's 1966, I presume.
66, 67,
667, yeah.
67 for this one.
No,
But yeah, 9.4, beautiful copy.
yeah,
And
beautiful.
this is,
And
I
great.
imagine this is like highest on census too, would be my guess.
Yeah.
570.
Sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's down.
yeah, it's down too. So far, we're not having a pretty good week here, are we?
No.
Everything's down.
Yeah, excuse me. Let's just switch this off.
So what was the highest point for this
The
book?
highest point was 960 in June of 2019. So it was a COVID price, but these didn't really get.
Not really. That's not a COVID price because that's before, the COVID
Yeah,
peaks.
that's pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that's
yeah,
so
I mean,
this is just down.
the market is just soft. The market is,
Yeah. So
we
very
we
soft
had
market
that
on this.
big sale last week of, but it, other than those sort of prestige.
Oh, okay. I have to get something.
Okay,
My Stack just arrived.
right. Oh, exciting.
Okay, so thanks
Oh,
everyone for watching. This is a great video. I'll let you wrap it up, Mark. And yeah,
okay,
over to you.
so for a change, I'm finishing off Alan's video for him. So that's your lot. See ya again soon.